Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless you're watching this on Matt's channel at Matt's Beer Reviews or the Nerdsense guys channel, we have a mystery beer courtesy of Max. Thank you so much, Max. Really appreciate it, man. He sent off a bunch of mystery beers just to keep that story short. He sent off a crap ton of beers, and many of them were mystery beers. And this is mystery beer number 5. You guys ready to pop it open?
Let's do it.
Pour it out.
Can I pause this for a second? I was hoping you were going to speak like Kevin from The Office when he wanted to use less words, more speak. Be like, Max and beer. Not everybody get. We do now.
I like how, I like how Kyle and Matt, your beers are wrapped in one way, and then Sean and ours look like a bottle of bitters.
That looks like a bottle of bitters.
That's a good way to put it.
That's funny. It's a dark beer.
Okay.
It's dark, but I'm going to lean barley wine in this because there's a huge mahogany hue to it. I love saying hue.
Hue?
Yeah. If you look, if you lift it up and you look through the bottom of your glass, it's just rich mahogany. It smells of important wooden books.
Do you guys have a bunch of sediment and floaters?
Not that I could see.
No.
Oh, I have a bunch.
I can tell. I don't have particularly good lighting in here.
There's a gigantic yeast cake in this thing. If I were to,
you poured your whole bottle.
Yeah.
Probably should have rolled it. Shit.
No, I don't even have. No, I don't have. I don't think I have anything in here.
I have a bunch. Yeah.
These 5s are the same 5s, right? Mine has no. Oh yeah, this is definitely sediment. Okay.
And then if you look at the bottom, at least mine, there's a lot of cake down at the bottom.
Mine's clean, but I don't know. Whatever.
We'll find out.
I did take this from cellar temp beer, and then I put it in my fridge on its side to chill, and then maybe my jostling has.
Mine's only been upright, yeah.
I actually put mine through a centrifuge and then rode it around the back roads for a little bit before I poured it.
Yeah. That's the best way. That's what they say is the best way to do it.
Yeah, that is, Randy Mosher says that in his drink beer book. You could ride it, off-road it for in a 4-wheeler for a little bit before you drink any beer. Yeah.
I can get back to my Randy books.
I'll tell you what. I huffed this beer 3 times already, and I can't really tell you much about it, to be honest with you. It smells like an aged barley wine stout mix with the ever so slightest dabble of lactose. But I am not confident about any of that. I'm not confident about any of that.
Do you smell alcohol? Or does anyone else smell alcohol?
No, I kind of poured too much to see if I was getting sediment, but it smells like molasses raisins.
I get raisin, sure. Prune.
Maybe prune's a better way to put it. Maybe not molasses.
You know what? Prune. Yeah, I still think I get alcohol, but I get prune.
Is someone's quad?
Well, you
quad blend.
You have to appreciate. Now, it's not a Belgian beer because there's no Belgian yeast or Belgian candied sugar in it. It would be way sweeter, maybe in the taste. But you have to appreciate that. Actually, Kyle and I drank a mystery beer from Max that was non-alcoholic, so I think he's kind of remembering that experience.
Oh, Max is a madman. We haven't mentioned that. He's like a mad scientist. He sent a mystery beer that had no alcohol. He sent one that had chicken broth in it. I mean, you can't go in with.
Are you serious?
Not chicken broth. Chickens,
yeah. So
I purposely didn't watch those because I didn't know if UPS would magically find the package. But now I have to go watch it. Holy shit! So we don't even know what we're playing with here. This could be.
This might not be beer. This could be cola, and we're just looking like
that's
idiots.
The best part about mystery beers.
Wow. Well, regardless of whether this is cola or not, I'm definitely getting sort of dried, that prune kind of that dark fruit type of look there.
It's like a experimental Coke flavor, Coca-Cola plum.
It's the new Coke coffee that they're doing. I don't know. I swear, I get like a nail polish
I can't think of-
alcohol kind of a thing. I can't get over that.
I'm not-
I don't
I'm
get
getting-
much else though. Like I get a little bit of that prune. It's
The
not
prune-
screaming
definitely
much
overfilled-
at me.
I'm getting grapey
I
too.
overlook that to look at the yeast to see if I had anything in the
Actually,
bottom.
you know what, Sean? I'll back you up on it. I'm getting a little bit of a bubblicious hubba bubba
Yeah.
kind of creepy thing on there. That's probably the biggest thing I get off there. And honestly, everything I get and everything I say about this beer is like minimal. It's like very, very soft. Like that's like there's nothing in here that's jumping out and like screaming at me. It's like it's wafts of minimalist stuff.
Yeah.
Should we get into the taste?
Also,
Let's do
so
it.
the fact that I don't have a strong nose isn't just me. Fair enough.
Yeah, no.
It's a weak nose.
Cheers.
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 So I was gonna be
Ooh.
like a cool guy because I thought this was gonna be low ABV and I was actually gonna chug the whole thing. And I took 2 gulps and I was like, stop.
Okay, do you guys taste alcohol?
No. I'm getting like a nice level of sweetness. The grapiness is still there.
I get alcohol in this.
Not really.
I get alcohol.
I don't get too much alcohol. I would say this
I
could
don't
be someone's double buck.
Yeah, I'm definitely not getting like alcoholic hit. I'm getting something that tastes like there's like there's alcohol in it. But I'm not getting that sort of ethanol kind of a note, you know.
No, neither.
I'm getting
Like,
actual alcohol taste.
These are definitely fives.
I get like chocolate.
I'm getting a fake pseudo wine characteristic. That grape thing, take it to another level. Like there's a grape mustiness, like a purple blurple, like purple grape, like the Hubba Bubba grape is kind of like bigger for me. And when I think of Hubba Bubba, like grape, I think of a yeast phenolic. I think of wine. So, but I'm also getting chocolate.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird beverage. I don't even want to call it beer. I want to call it a
Yeah.
beverage.
What are the chances of Hubba Bubba being mentioned 4 times in one beer video has ever happened before? What are the possibilities?
It's not full raisinette, but it's almost because I do get chocolate. I do get like the raisin plum thing, but then it also doesn't come across like raisinette, which doesn't make any sense because that's what that should taste like, you know.
Mhm.
I don't know. You could tell me a lot of styles. Like Matt initially said, a barley wine stout mix. I could believe you if it's a mix of those 2 styles. If this was, I don't think it's Belgian. I do agree. Like it doesn't have that kind of a thing. But you could tell me a chocolate forward doppelbock or something. I'd also
I'm
believe
thinking-
that.
If I let it play on the back of my palate and swish it around my mouth, then I get the booze you're talking about. But if I don't do that, if I just take a sip and I just let it go, not really. But
Well, here's the thing, and like I'm going to contradict myself here like several times. I could actually talk myself into this being a Belgian beer, but being a Belgian stout, not a Belgian candy sugared beer. So like there's no Belgian yeast really omnipresent, but there's no Belgian candy sugar, but it does have a dryness because it's sweet, but it finishes, there's some dryness to it. So that is a Belgian characteristic. And while I don't think it's one of their beers, I think this is whoever made this beverage loves Dogfish Head.
Interesting.
I'm
I would
thinking
not have
it's-
made that
it's-
connection.
It's a kooky ingredient beer. Or it's a kooky
Okay.
ingredient beverage. And that's where
fair.
I'm leaning in at. Like, it's not a Dogfish Head beer unless it's really old because there's no embossness.
Yeah. given
There's
the
I don't feel any embossing on it, so I doubt it's a Dogfish Head beer. But it's somebody that drank Dogfish Head beer and like likes the kookiness that Sam has his brewers do. He doesn't do it. His
and
brewers
it's a very generic bottle.
Well, it's a bottle. How many
Right.
people? How many people make bottles? It's
Well,
probably
no.
you know what this is fucking Budweiser is actually what it is.
No, but I more meant like it's not going to be like some little. It's not going to be a German double, like a legit German double bock or something like that. Because like
It's not. I would almost bet everything I have that this is not a lagered beer. so it's not a Doppelbock. It's got to be an ale. It's too sweet, and there's no kind of like lager component to it. Like, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I would go out of my way. I would actually lean more like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I'm actually going to double
sweetness
down
to
on
it.
Doppelbock. I'm gonna double down on Doppelbock. It
I
just
think-
feels to me like
The
I will
last
tell you this. I will bet everything on earth this isn't Doppelbock, but I will actually hedge my bet and say if it's any kind of Bock, it's a Weizenbock and not a Doppelbock.
interesting.
okay.
But I don't think it's that either. You know what I mean? Like, there's something about it, but it's no way. There's no way it's a Doppelbock. No.
It feels like sort of like it feels a little bit almost like when Sam did their Doppelbock a few years ago. It's a little bit like that beer to me, like a weird American take on what a Doppelbock could be.
This is by far and away one of the more interesting mystery beers I've done in quite some time.
Yes.
And,
I agree.
And
Absolutely.
I am enjoying it. No one's really said that. This is I like what I'm drinking.
Yeah, but I can't
I
make heads or
don't.
tails of it.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Why? What don't you like about it, Kyle?
The alcohol. I don't know. I don't like the flavor combination too much. I don't like the alcohol I'm getting. I don't like this beer.
Huh.
Interesting.
Matt, flavor wise, for you?
I think there's a fruit involved. I think there's raspberry in this.
Well, no, but
Or
like,
some kind of-
do you like the beer?
I like it in the fact that it's making me think. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say viscerally like, "Oh, this is a great beverage," but the fact that it's sitting here and making me go, "Oh, is it this? Is it that? Is it this? Is it that?" I like that about the beer. You know what I mean?
Because there's a fruitiness to it. I don't know if it's raspberry addition coming from the beer itself or a different fruit, but like there is this fruit thing. That's what I'm saying. Like it could be a stout barley wine mix because it comes across like a dark barley wine, or like we're saying Doppelbock, or even a quad that got stripped of the Belgian characteristics.
That's
like,
why I was thinking blend in the beginning, like a blend of I don't think I was saying quad, but like a blend of a quad and something else. Like it has very much candied sweetness. Yeah.
So typically when beers are this kind of polarizing, and what time is it right now? We have to make sure Kyle gets to
We
it.
got 5
about
minutes.
9
He's
minutes.
on a point 9.
9 minutes? Okay.
We when beers are this askew and this polarizing, I go in a couple different directions. One, I think the beer is going to be more a bigger, more roastier version of what we think because I think it's has age on it. Like not in the same way that JW Lee's has age on it, because that JW Lee's that we did previously was a 2015/16 version that was canned relatively recently. This is almost like a Russian Imperial Stout that was aged like 7 years ago that has like de-evolved into something. Like it's not necessarily what the beer was when it was originally done, but it's like it has those fruity components. It has a roast. It has impact and alcohol, but since it's past its prime, it's kind of like it's fallen off, but in a weird way that's kind of enjoyable, but we're not quite sure. Because when you think about these beers, you almost think about them exclusively in like a current day state. Like they were brewed like a month ago, a week ago, a year ago. I could see this having years on it and just being just an older beer that was Russian Imperial Stout that's super fruity forward, that has no fruit in it, but it still exhibits the fruit, lost its chutzpah, lost its aggressiveness, and now is kind of a shell of itself. So,
You know, there's a local brewery that did like sort of a weird take on a Baltic Porter, and this is reminding me of that in a big way. It wasn't like what I would call Baltic Porter. Don't get me wrong, but it reminded me of what they called it. And that's
no,
sort of
Baltic
getting
Porter is
back
a good one. Yeah.
So like, I'm thinking like this might be an adjunct heavy sort of a Baltic Porter, or maybe it's I don't know. Like it is making me kind of get all over the place and try to think of where I've had something like this at all, you know? So even if this isn't like my favorite beer I've had, it's making me go a little crazy. So it's really interesting, you know?
No, considering where Max lives and what you said, if you told me this is a 2014 Smutty Nose Robust Baltic Porter, I would not
Oh
be.
shit!
I hate you and your mother. What the fuck, man?
That could
That's a
be it.
really good pull because
That's a pull.
yeah, because funny though is they sometimes they did those in wine. So you got the grapiness and
They're in the stubbier bottles, though. That's the only thing that's making me think it's.
Let's find
that's
out.
true.
Let's find out.
Okay, okay.
Well, everybody say what they think it is.
10
I'm
plus.
I say this is a 2015. This is a 2015 stout at 9.2%. 2015 stout Imperial. No, robust porter. I'm gonna steal my shit. A 2019 robust porter. No, 2000. Not 2019. It is a 9% robust porter that is 2000 from 2015. That's me.
I want to go with a 9.5% Baltic Porter. With adjuncts, I don't know what it is, but sure.
Fuck it. I'm gonna stay with my Doppelbock. I don't care. I'm gonna go Doppelbock 9 even.
I'm going to say it's double digits. I'll just say 10, but I think it's double digits, and it's a quad stout barley wine Doppelbock blend.
I'm thinking blend too, but I'm just gonna stay. But I started saying Doppelbock at the beginning, so I'm sticking to it. Holy smoke balls!
This kind of makes sense.
I like how he wrote the ABV 9.6. Okay, I was close.
I said
Can't
9.5.
even read this.
Not so bad.
Belgian style quad in homage to a style that we are deeply in love with. I didn't know they made this.
You can go back about a week and a half and watch my review on this. And what I say is this beer is nothing to do with the Belgian quad. It is not a Belgian influence in any form or fashion. It is basically what they were trying to do here with this beer is trying to imitate. I believe what they wrote on their website was they're trying to imitate Rochefort 10 on this. It's not going to be in a bottle. You actually have to go and see what they write. And it's nothing to do with that beer whatsoever. And I reviewed this and posted a review probably, I would say, about a week and a half ago. And I had it long ago, and I didn't even recall it. I didn't once think of this beer when I was drinking it. So
this is not
the
a
nose
quad, but I like it. I mean, I'm not
no,
I think it's good.
It still gives me Doppelbock vibes. It's a weird beer.
I don't think you're wrong though, Sean. I thought that as well, to be honest. But I sort of stand by where I said it tasted like a weird American version of a Doppelbock. It was certainly wasn't traditional in any way.
Huh.
I've had a lot of quads in my life. It's one of my favorite styles. I've never had a quad that drinks like this.
Oh yeah, no, this is not. Yeah,
no.
This beer is. I mean, I know it's not false advertising because you can call a beer whatever style you want, but that's not. This is not a quad.
But this is the beer that you're going to go on Treehouse groups and they're going to be like, I never liked quads before, but this quad is the greatest quad I've ever had in my life.
So, to that extent, to give those guys props is that I posted this review and I was like, I love quads. It's one of my favorite styles. I'm like, and while this beer is enjoyable to drink, it is no way, shape, or form even close to a quad. And almost every single person's like, you're right. And it wasn't like, you do beer reviews, you're right. It was like, no, dude, there's people that complain constantly about what I say, and they're like, no, you're right. This is not that what they were trying to do.
Well, I'm glad I tried this without knowing this was a quad because I really like this. And if I knew they're trying to go quad, I would have been like, what is this bullshit? Right off the bat.
For people at home, this is what their tasting notes are. We taste burnt sugar, dark cherries, raisins, plum, sweet cola, dark fruits, Belgian yeast, and mixed spices. we did say some of that stuff.
Plum raisins cola.
But no Belgian yeast.
A lot of dark fruits in general, and the biggest thing there I'd take away, and it's what I said in my review, is that cola. When I say cola, it's not so much cola in flavor, but cola in carbonation. It's like aggressively carbonated, which we didn't talk about at all during the review. But it's very sprightly, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, and honestly, I sort of agree with almost all of this except that Belgian yeast. I'm not getting Belgian yeast here at all.
No.
Even knowing what this beer is supposed to be and drinking it again, I don't. No, that's a hard pass for me.
Interesting, because I really do. I do think this is a good beer. It just is not quad in any way.
Yeah,
it is.
No, and I love Treehouse. I love quads. This is a dud for me.
But I think this is like I think I said again. I keep saying I think I said, but I think I said I didn't like this based off of what it was dictated as, but I actually enjoyed the beer in general. As a beer, not as a Belgian beer, just because it was fun. But it's not a Belgian born beer. But you also have to understand that, like, I'm pretty sure this is the first time they've ever made a Belgian influenced beer. So, like, have they? I don't think they've made any, like, maybe a wit beer or saison, some bullshit like that. But a Belgian dark, something rich and dark, I don't think they've done it before. So, as a first try, like if somebody homebrewed this and said, "This is my first attempt at a Belgian beer," not I'm trying to associate Treehouse with homebrew, but I'm like, it's not my favorite. I'm like, this isn't a great Belgian beer, but it's tasty. I like what I'm drinking. That's what I would say.
Hi, Bruce.
Hi, Bruce. I got to go hang out with my wife. So
yeah.
Okay. Let us know what she thinks about the Treehouse Belgian beer.
She's not going to try these beers. She would smell these and be like, no.
Wait. Before you go, what are you watching?
This stupid new woman who used to be married to Ben Affleck, her family movie.
Jennifer Lopez?
No.
The other Jennifer. Gardner.
Electra.
She has a movie. She has a family movie?
Yeah, yes. Say yes.
Oh.
That's okay. We don't care.
It's going to be awful. It won't be as bad as this beer, but it's going to be awful.
So, Kyle, 9.6%. Just chug this right now and it may be better.
I'm glad mine doesn't say that. Mine doesn't have that. So
did he not do that for just?
No, he didn't do it for us.
No.
Mike, did yours do it? Oh.
Yeah. Max likes you guys more, I guess.
Yeah, Max. Fuck you, Max.
No big deal.
So for all things that are wrong,
Kyle, take us home.
If you're watching this on one person's channel, make sure you subscribe and check out the other people's channels as well. Nerdsense, Massive Beer Reviews, No Hype Beer Reviews. Thanks for watching. Thanks again, Max. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Max.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a good day.
Cheers.